Mr. Fantasy Baseball. Well, hello, everyone. Hello there, Peter. How are we doing, buddy?
Doing well, Keith. Thank you. How are you?
I'm doing well. We were supposed to do this on Sunday. Then we were supposed to do it on Monday, and now it's Tuesday.
The perfect day, Tuesday.
Yeah. Tuesday is the perfect day. Welcome back, everyone. We're very excited to be here. Man, I've been chomping at the bit just because I've been ready to roll. I've been ready to go, and I've just been having to wait on a few things, and that's okay. But I'm ready to go.
By a few things, me.
Yeah, but that's we won't have to. So how's it going, Pete? How was your weekend, buddy?
Good. Did a lot of volleyball.
Nice.
I went to lovely
bump set hit, right? You do not say spike.
No, you don't say bump set. No,
you don't even say bump.
You don't say bumps. Everything's a hit. Everything's a hit.
Everything's a hit.
Dad, bump set skill or bump set spike.
No,
you don't say those things.
You don't have a T-shirt and wear that?
No,
you should. You should. That would actually be cool.
Nothing like that. But we were in the biggest little city in the world, which is
Reno, Nevada. There we go.
Wonderful. It snowed.
It's
enchanting. End of April. It snowed. Really? But here's what I want to throw at you, and maybe we've covered this, maybe we haven't. Maybe so, Lauren's. My daughter's only been playing volleyball for a couple of years. She's quite tall. She's about 5'8", 5'9", so she plays middle. Anyway, so I'm a little late to the party on volleyball. But my question for you is: there's a position in volleyball that I learned fairly recently.
Yeah, I think I know where you're going. I think I know where you're going. Yeah, I had no idea either. My daughter played last year on her school team, but they didn't even have one of these.
Okay, so we have covered this maybe.
Well, we've covered it, not on the podcast.
All right, what's the word?
Libero?
Libero. Very good. Do you know what a libero does essentially?
They are the person that always hits it. If the ball's coming and there's a question as to who's hitting it, the libero hits it.
Kind of like a center fielder in baseball. Like if there's a question, it's like the center fielder's going to take the command.
Sure,
if it's
like
kind
a shortstop maybe too.
Yeah, some of that thing. But yeah, they're usually a little smaller stature, quick, and they usually get to the ball. Yeah, if it's a free ball, the libero's going to get it. Do you know what it stands for? Do you know what it means? What does it mean?
No, I don't know what it means.
It's French for?
Oh, French.
Free.
Free. Okay, there we go. Free.
Go. But I'm like libero. What are people saying? But it was funny. Like if you hear somebody utter that word libero, they know volleyball.
Oh, there you go. Sure. So, and then they also wear a different colored jersey.
They do. Yeah. They absolutely.
There you go. Okay.
Like a white jersey while everybody else is blue or what have you. Yeah. So anyway, I was just curious if you.
Yeah. No. I mean, I didn't know it until. Yeah. I had no idea.
Yeah.
I had no idea.
Libero.
Yeah. Libero. There you go.
So, how about your weekend? You have a good weekend?
Good weekend. Lots of horse stuff.
Horses.
There you go.
My daughter does cheaper sports.
Yeah, horses. Yeah. But you know what? The podcast is doing really well, so I'm sure.
Sure.
I mean, it's like
it's free money.
Yeah, exactly. So, anyways, how about an A's update, my friend? Have you gotten a chance to see Mason Miller pitch live?
I have not, and I'll explain why. It's simple. First of all, I'm wearing my giveaway, my
cool.
hat. You got one of these.
I got one of them too.
Yeah,
I have a fat hat.
So it's got the Tower Bridge here, Sacramento Bridge that you can see from the stadium. Got A's on the side here. So anyway, we're a vagabond team. We're not
old school Oakland shirt on. There you go.
It is old school. It's good. So I have not seen Mason Miller simply because I've been to 5 games. They've lost all 5 games. So
you can't go to another game then. It sounds like.
Yeah. So no, I have not seen Mason Miller pitch in person because they have not won a game.
Okay.
He hasn't saved any games.
That's too bad. I heard it's really cool. Like they turn the lights out and they do this like red flame thing.
Yeah. Well, they do it for home runs too. They would. But they are back to 500.
They're super
over 500. They got blown out tonight.
They did.
So they're now back to 500. So it was both the Rangers and them at 15 and 14 playing each other, and so now they're back to I think 15 and 15. So but it's fun to have Major League Baseball in town for sure,
and it's fun because they're good. They're a fun team.
They're a fun team.
They are super fun.
The pitching's driving me crazy, but
they need to trade for somebody. They seriously, the owner won't, but they need to.
Well, tonight's they give up 15 runs. It's just like, come on.
They brought in Paredes again, I believe. Is it Paredes?
They
position
JT.
Player.
They did. Oh, I didn't know. I turned it off. I was so turned off.
Yeah.
But JT Ginn, who is actually serviceable, went on the IL, then so yeah, it's been Jeffrey Springs hasn't worked out.
No.
So it's one of those things.
Okay, well then on to how about fantasy? Why everybody is here for fantasy baseball. What's the fantasy baseball update for your team?
Third place, struggling with something I'm going to cover in a minute. Really struggling with that. It's frustrating. My hitter's been doing okay. I don't have a plethora of them in terms of I don't have a deep bench, so I just kind of ride with the guys I ride with. And Logan Webb's been kind of fun. I didn't pitch well tonight. Carlos Rodon's been on a nice roll for me.
He's been great. He won a little
tonight.
renaissance, if you will.
Yeah, so that's kind of fun. So up and down, and we will cover this, but my closers have been driving me crazy. And starting pitching is just could be better. But I'm third place, so I'm not too upset. How about you?
I was on the definitely bottom end, but I'm coming up a little bit. My hitters are doing a little bit more now.
I see you picked up one Carson Kelly.
He's either he has like 18 points, hits for the cycle, or he does nothing.
Exactly. We saw him hit for the cycle.
Yeah.
Or we actually left early on the opening night, which is like Carson Kelly, and he's actually
he's great. Look, when he was on the Diamondbacks, he was great.
Yeah, he wasn't that great.
I mean, he wasn't.
This great.
Yeah, but like he would bat fourth in their lineup. He's a hitter. I mean, he is a hitter.
He doesn't play every game. I mean, like most catchers, he doesn't play.
Yeah, no, he doesn't play now. But anyways, he can hit. I mean,
he's sitting there. You can't not pick him up. He's just sitting there.
He had more points than any of my other hitters.
I know. Right? Yeah, you had a good hit. You had a good night tonight.
And then my starting pitching is outstanding. So we'll get to more of that.
Well, that begs the question: why are you in ninth place?
I think I'm in sixth place actually.
What?
I think I moved up the rankings.
Not that people care, but
yeah, not that anybody cares. All right, on to more pressing issues. I have to unfortunately complain about something. I can't believe this. I haven't been right on something, and I wanted to make sure you people out there know that I am wrong when it comes to this. The last few episodes, I referred to the Detroit Tigers as not a very good team.
Was it more than once?
Oh, yeah, no doubt.
It was multiple times?
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. And they're actually really good.
Well, I was watching the thing, and we always watch, he's like, hey, I put it together, just take a look, and I'm watching it, and I'm like, we were talking about some pitcher, and you're like, Detroit, they're not very good. And I'm kind of looking, and I'm like,
well, is it Conley? The closer,
yes.
No, yeah. They're 18 and 11.
12. Leading the Central.
Yeah, they made the playoffs last year.
Yeah, they have Skubal. They have a point differential of plus 37.
Yeah.
Which is second in the American League.
So just ignore anything that I've said. We'll do a Jedi wipe on you guys. Detroit's great. I don't know what I was saying, and I wanted to make sure and apologize to them so that, I'm not getting...
Real quick, what is the record of the Baltimore Orioles?
Well, it should be really good. I would think...
They played 29 games.
Yeah, I mean... it should be 15 and 14 at least, right?
Yeah, they're 11 and 18 in last place.
Yeah,
11 and 18.
That's shameful. That's shameful. I mean, we'll talk more about that. That is shameful. All right. Well, on to even more pressing things. The episode today is regarding April surprises, April takeaways.
Right.
This is the first month, and in fantasy baseball, one of my favorite things to do is to project out and look at where guys are for the first month. Multiply their numbers by 6 and go, is this going to be what's going to happen, or is it not going to be what's going to happen? And that's what we're going to talk about today. Some players, some situations, and we'll go from there. So, Peter, are you ready, buddy?
So one player, I'm going to start with a player that's been kind of just a conundrum for me, and I was excited when I drafted him as a pitcher. And it's Jacob deGrom. I know you don't love pitchers coming off major surgeries.
Especially Tommy John.
His
second one,
right? But obviously he's got a proven track record. He hasn't pitched a complete, a healthy season in 3 years.
And you can even see tonight he did great. I mean, he only gave up 4 hits.
So I'm seeing him there with as my fourth starting pitcher, and I'm like, why not? Let me give it a shot. And he's kind of had a strange season. So today he did pitch against the A's.
Yeah.
He pitched great. He pitched 6 innings. Only gave up 4 hits, 7 Ks. You know how many? Here's what I wanted to have fun with.
Yeah.
You know how many pitches he threw before they took him out after 6 innings?
Well, he was working. I heard him say he was working pretty efficiently. So I'm assuming it was 6 innings. I would hope it 75.
He's 65. But why would they pull him?
Because they're so afraid.
I guess
They're
it's
so
like
afraid.
and it's a blowout, so it's like I guess continue to pitch him. But yeah, I mean that's exactly why.
Yeah.
We answered my own question, but
But I really think no. I think they're trying to their best. Anytime they can make his outing short, they will.
Yeah.
And that's the frustrating part because I mean here he is throwing a really nice game. I was watching him. He was throwing hard. He had a lot of good movement. He looked good, keeping the ball down, and it's like. And the A's are a good hitting team.
They're a good hitting team, and that's why I decided to bench him. I did not pitch him against A's. Obviously, that was a mistake. He had 31 points tonight. But, yeah, so he's kind of difficult. So I know you would not be interested, but to me, if you have him, sell high candidate at this point. I mean, why not dangle him out there, especially after a big performance like this? It's something
no doubt. Yes, I would definitely not have an issue with that.
Yeah. So I don't know. It's just he's just been an interesting pitcher. I want him to. I want those strikeouts.
But you know what's interesting? They were saying his strikeout percentage has gone. It's like dropped like 10%.
Yeah, because of his velocity. You know, he's throwing.
Yeah, and he came out even said
95. Yeah, absolutely. So
95.
95 instead of whatever he was, 101 or whatever. So yeah, but he's decreasing his velocity on purpose.
Yeah.
So but I mean, right now he's 92% rostered.
Yeah. He's a name. That's the other thing too. He's a name.
Yep.
So. Yeah, I mean, if you're needing something, you're deficient in maybe relievers. Yeah, we'll see. I got that. All right. That's a good April takeaway for sure. My first April takeaway is a pitcher by the name of Mackenzie Gore.
Yeah.
I got him in the 17th round.
Yep.
He is. I'm telling you, he's locked in. He is gonna. No one's going to be. He's not gonna have any innings restrictions. Last year he had 181 strikeouts. He leads all of baseball with I think 53 strikeouts. He pitched today.
He did. That's what I was going to bring up and talk about.
He did. He was pitching against my other awesome pitcher, Zach Wheeler. So I picked Wheeler because he's just got the better track record. But he's great, and unfortunately he's on the Nationals. And so, there's a good thing. Maybe he gets traded at some point too. But he's a guy. Go get him. Absolutely. How do you do today?
Pitched 6 innings, gave up 2 home runs, 6 Ks. I gave 5 hits, 3 earned runs.
Phillies.
It's exactly in Philly.
Phillies
excellent offense. So, you picked. Neither one of them got a decision. Zach Wheeler, they both no decisions. But very very similar line.
Yeah.
Wheeler pitched a little longer, but I agree. Mackenzie Gore is good. My problem with him is the team. And he's always, it's funny, last year he was always on the waiver wire.
Yeah.
Someone would pick him up, pitch him, including myself, and drop him for a couple starts, then pick him back up. So it's like he's still tinkering, but he just came out, his first game this year, he had 13 strikeouts or something like that.
Yeah.
So even you weren't kind of expecting that. I was waiting for a consistent season from him, and I just haven't seen it yet.
Yeah.
Until finally he's starting to kind of break out. You know how the Nationals got him, right?
It was the trade with the Padres, right?
For Juan Soto, right?
For Juan Soto.
Yeah, so he came.
Yeah. So he's that's interesting.
But it was the Padres were really looking at him to be their next superstar.
Oh yeah, he was definitely.
And I don't think he's met that yet. So
he's still only. This is his 4th year in the league.
Yeah, right.
So I mean, we'll see. But yeah, go get him if you can.
Likely not. Not likely already rostered in most leagues. After that first 13K performance.
Yeah.
Everybody's
no doubt. And here's the thing, if you project out, he's already got well over 100 points. A 600-point pitcher for me in the 17th round.
Phenomenal. Yeah.
That's pretty good. So, anyways. All right, my friend, you're next. Go for it.
So, the next thing I want to talk about was because I've been to 5 games in Sacramento, the Vagabond Park for the A's.
Yeah.
I was just noticing, first of all, the A's get behind almost immediately. Every first inning, they're always chasing. Bottom of the first, they're already down 1-0. It's like, geez. But I was curious how, because Coors Field was always the park you wanted to stay away from if you had, a pitcher going.
Sure.
It's like, no matter who it was, well, depending, if it wasn't a top tier pitcher, it's like, I'm going to sit him. But I've noticed, I kind of looked up the amount of home runs hit so far in this very young season, and Coors Field is in the top 10, but it's just 10th. So, it's not like it was 3 years ago. Other stadiums have caught up, and I wanted to see where Sutter Health Park was in terms of home runs hit this year. Any guesses? So the top hitting ballpark has 49 home runs hit.
Okay.
And it's not Sutter Health Park in Sacramento. Any guess what it was? It is. It makes sense.
I think the Yankees, right? Yankee Stadium.
The Yankees are second with 48, but this is also
Chicago,
a park that is home to a city that is also hasn't found it. Their stadium is being repaired.
Oh, Tampa Bay?
Yes.
Really?
So George M. Steinbrenner Field in Tampa has the most home runs hit this year at 49.
Wow,
so
that's interesting.
It is interesting because that's kind of the A's side of things, but in the National League East, it's just it's a AAA ballpark.
Interesting.
And so they lead the league in home runs hit. Yankees are second with 48. Then you've got Camden Yards.
Okay.
Dodger Stadium, which I knew, but I was surprised. And then Sutter Health Park is coming in at 5th with 41, tied with Toronto.
Got it.
Well, and I think Coors Field is all the way down at 35.
Well, I'm going to actually speak a little bit to that too, because there's a reason for that. Also, with the Dodgers, they're just so good. They hit so many home runs that that's also part of the issue as well too. So, I think it's also how good the team is as well too.
Sure.
Interesting. So
definitely the case for the Yankee Stadium. It's both. The team is phenomenal.
Yeah.
And
the torpedo bats. There you go.
Torpedo bats, all that. Yeah. So I guess my point being that lots of home runs hit in Sacramento this year, AAA ballpark. Not surprised. I thought they might be even a little higher, not just 6th overall or tied for 6th. But so it's just interesting. It's not. I would almost call them Coors Light. Coors Park Light. Coors Field Light.
Would you hesitate to pitch something?
Yes. Bottom line. Yeah. So absolutely. So in fact, I did. So I had Jeffrey Springs pitching for the A's against the White Sox, who won 6 games this year. Yeah. And I'm like, you know what? First of all, Jeffrey Springs has had a rocky season already.
Yeah.
But against the White Sox, anywhere else,
there you go.
Probably. But I would be very hesitant, like Coors Field, to pitch anybody in Sutter Health Park in Sacramento. It's just
there you go. Well, and to lead into what I'm bringing up next, it's partly because they have one hitter on their team who is going crazy on the A's, which is Tyler Soderstrom. And again, same thing that Pete brought up. He's a definite sell high candidate. He's a top 20 hitter right now in our league. He's got 9 home runs, 28 RBIs or something.
Move it to left field because Nick Kurtz. And I saw him bobble a baseball.
Yeah, I saw him bobble it. Yeah, that was.
It wasn't an error.
It was a weird carom. It was and they were also down about. He's probably frustrated, but
he also got his first assist the other night or last night.
Nice.
Yeah, that was pretty cool.
So the reason I bring him up is this: you project him out, times 6 what he's doing right now. There's not a chance he's not hitting 54 home runs this year. But my question to Peter is, does he hit 30?
Ooh, I love it. Now, barring injury,
of course.
If I have, even at this stage, that's a great question. Yeah. I think he hits, I say under 30. I say 26. 27. Yeah, he'll cool off. I still think
he's definitely going to cool off. There's no doubt.
Yeah, I think under 30. I think it's under 30 to me. And an excellent sell high candidate. I totally agree.
Yeah.
Because more than likely, nobody drafted. Everybody just took him off the waiver wire. So why not turn that into...
Yeah. No doubt. Into, Mackenzie Gore.
Mackenzie Gore.
If you need a pitcher,
Would you trade Soderstrom for Jose Altuve?
That's a great question. Yeah, I would. Yeah. Yep.
Yeah, me too.
Yep,
easy.
No doubt. Yeah, just in fantasy baseball, he's not a rookie by any stretch. He's played a lot of games, in fact, but your first go around, hitters have a tough time. Pitchers adjust. It takes a while. Totally.
Another sell high, real quick, just off the top of my head.
Yeah.
Tommy Edman.
I don't know. I mean, he's been around. I mean, he's going crazy. He had the crazy postseason. I think it might be some PEDs or something.
Now stop. I mean, come on.
All right, your last takeaway. We're up against it, buddy.
Possible.
What's that?
I still think he's a good possible high trade value.
Oh, Edman?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. No, he's great, dude. I wish I had him on my team. Are you kidding me?
All right, final thing, real quick. So the bane of my existence, my season this year has been relievers. So I was really, really excited. I had 2 set it and forget it guys. I had Devin Williams drafted with my 3rd pick. I had Ryan Walker of the Giants drafted with my 6th or 7th pick. Set it and forget it, which I rarely do. I never draft a closer that high. I thought I was perfect. And both, not just one of them, both have lost their jobs. And that's also Emmanuel Passe, also of the Indians, was a surefire number 1 reliever drafted. Also,
lost he said, go out and get him.
Yeah, never have seen this since I've been doing this in 20 plus years, where arguably the 2 top relievers in baseball have lost their jobs. And then Ryan Walker is, another one. So I'm absolutely scrambling at this moment. Luckily, Camilo Doval, who backs up Ryan Walker, I picked him up. He got a couple saves for me.
He got a win too, I think.
Got a few saves and a win.
Yeah.
You were smart enough to pick up Luke Weaver, who backs up Devin Williams. You were already throwing that in my face.
Yeah, sorry.
So what's frustrating? Oh, and I went ahead and picked up Kate Smith, who got a save for Clase.
Yep.
But it's hard to say. And I also picked up Will Vest for the Tigers. He blew it. He blew a save in the 6th inning, and it's like
that's fun.
Yeah, so relievers have really been a hard thing for me this year.
I think for a lot of people, for sure.
Yeah, and so it's like, what's annoying is that you can't just dump Devin Williams. You can't just dump Ryan Walker. You got to hold on to them. That's another space.
Yeah.
Just. I guess
stay
the course. Yeah. Pick up who you can pick up.
Yeah.
Plug in who you can plug in. See who hangs on to their job. Who is I really think Devin Williams will come back. He already pitched a clean.
Oh yeah,
he'll be fine. But it's still worrisome. It's anxiety ridden. It's annoying. And then the Giants, same thing. So. Yeah, hang on to those top tier closers, of course.
Yeah, they're both.
I thought about. Like here's real quick.
Yeah.
I thought about flipping or dangling Devin Williams out there for one Yordan Alvarez.
Look at you. But he just got hurt, right?
I know, that's the whole point. That's my whole point.
You. That's a
He's
tricky
got
one.
So that's what I thought. Like they're drafted in our league. They were drafted because he dropped a little bit, and something I was thinking about.
Interesting. Yeah. No. Absolutely.
Anyway, yes. Relievers.
Oh my goodness. Okay, well, my last thing, I'll keep it short and sweet, is Coors Field. And you okay, we talked about team records.
Yes.
You know their record?
Yeah, their record?
Yeah.
It's like 5-26.
4-23 last time I checked.
4-23. Wow.
Yeah. So here's the deal. If you have a pitcher, and especially like a ground ball pitcher, like a Logan Webb, I pitched. It was funny. I was like sitting there looking at. They're 3rd to last in hitting too. So not only are they terrible, they're terrible offensively.
What did you say they were?
4-23.
4-25.
Oh, 4-25.
Yeah.
I forget it until they start winning. I'm going to pitch guys there. I don't care.
So you're the opposite. And their difference, their scoring difference is -78. The next lowest is -50, and that's the Orioles we brought up earlier.
Yeah, that's insane. So
even the White Sox are only -30.
Yeah.
They are -78.
It's funny. Not to go on and on, but that organization is interesting. I knew someone that was kind of a part of that organization, and he kind of always mentioned this. Like he's like, I don't know about the Rockies. I don't know. And here's my thing to you. Name the last Rocky. Give me for the last 10 years. Name a position player from the Rockies that's like legitimate player.
I mean, it's hard. Yeah, John Gray. I mean,
John Gray.
Yeah. Larry Walker, Vinny Castilla, Todd Helton.
But it goes to show you that their farm system, they don't put a high value on like working with guys and helping guys and teaching guys. It's a weird thing, I'm telling you. And
lost 8 in a row.
It's all come to fruition this year, and it's like I've never been there. I've heard it's like one of the coolest ballparks in.
Been there.
Yeah, I heard it's
It
really
is.
neat.
It's very cool.
And it's such a shame because they have a great fan base too, and it's just like.
But yeah, I mean So real quick, their record again 4-25. White Sox are 7-22. So I mean, really bad records, both of them. But the run differential, -30 for the White Sox, nearly triple. Well, double and a half.
Yeah.
-78. They are getting blown out.
Unbelievable.
Yeah, it could be I wonder. How many games are they going to win?
Yeah, I mean they're. Although I just picked up a couple Rockies on my team, my hitting's so bad. I need to actually get somebody. I'm like, anyways, all right. Well, we are officially past
5
our
minutes
time.
overdue.
That's all right, man.
Volleyball.
No, it's all good.
Yeah.
Well, we hope you guys have a great rest of your week.
Happy Easter.
Happy
Late
Easter. There you go. Happy late Easter. And we will be seeing you guys hopefully soon. So,
Yes.
all right.
Thanks
You ready?
for watching. Yes.
Yeah, let's sing it out. 1, 2, 3, 4.
Dearest of fantasy.
Baseball. Bye, everybody.
Baseball.
There we go. Funny.